Hey, word on the street, bro. They've been saying that Panda Dunks is one of the best shoes of all time. And when I first heard that, bro, I thought that was some goofy nonsense, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But then I got to really thinking, like, hold on. The Pandas, they really had an impact on a lot of people's lives. Whether we like them now or not, we can't just discredit they past. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I decided to make a list of the top 10 most influential shoes of all time. Now, before we even get into the list, bro, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I'm in my early 20s, so I'm not finna have no BS on my list, bro. I understand a lot of shoes have history, shout out Unc and them, but we not finna talk about the waffle makers, the Ahsoka Tigers. I understand Phil Knight and all them, bro, but you gotta understand, bro, everything in this list is gonna be from, my sneakerhead experience, which I'm about 10 plus years in the game now. You dig what I'm saying? So I got some credibility. You know what I'm saying? My day-to-day experiences, how it affected me in school, what I seen in school, and what I see on the internet, bro. So we're gonna have some fun with this list and make sure y'all let me know what y'all think is and if my list is accurate or not. And before we even get into that too, make sure to check out the description, bro. I got the website for my clothing, bro. If y'all just want to check it out, support me, y'all can do that. But without further ado, let's get straight into the list. Now, I'm going to have an honorable mention too because I think these are definitely a part of sneaker culture in general. I think a lot of people have these shoes. I think a lot of people care for these shoes. I just didn't put any space in the list for these because I didn't really I've never heard and the shoe that I'm talking about is the Nike Air Max. And we're going to go with any of the Air Maxes. So this includes Air Max 1s, Air Max 97s. And look, they got some hits. Obviously, we have Air Max Day. We got the OG Air Max, the little white and red Johns. We got the silver bullets for the 97s. They have hits. No doubt about it. But if you really go and think about it, bro, because me personally, my mom on Christmas, my birthday, even when I got into shoes, she's never been like, oh my God, here's a new pair of Air Maxes. I just never got that. I've never really seen anybody get a new pair of Air Maxes. And realistically, anytime that I see someone, that's not a sneakerhead buy some Air Maxes, it's just like, oh, that's a cool available shoe that's not, what I'm saying, very expensive, and they buy it. I feel like this doesn't give them a segue into other sneakers. I just don't think it has that impact just like some of the other shoes. So all the Air Maxes, those are on the honorable mention. And also I'm going to put Jordan 4s on the honorable mention. I love Jordan 4s. These are literally one of my favorite Jordan silhouettes. It just never had a long enough run for it to be impactful. I think it had it had its 15 seconds of fame for sure. But after that, I just don't think it really did anything, bro. A lot of people were trying to cop Jordan 4s because they saw that it was popular, and then right after, the retail was just too high, and people just decided to go another route. So Jordan 4s never really blew up how they should have, so I don't think they had a really good impact, but those are one of my favorites, so I had to include that in the list. I'm sorry, don't hate me. Now, at number 10, this for Unc and them, I got the Superstars. I got the Adidas Superstars. Like I said, this list is going to cater to me, bro, but at the same time, I'm a sneakerhead. I do my research, and the Superstars is honestly I don't like. I'm gonna make some people mad. I ain't gonna lie. It's like the low budget alternative to Air Force Ones, but it's a good alternative though. You feel what I'm saying? I think wearing Superstars, you're not gonna get flamed for them. I think they basically serve the same purpose as Air Force Ones. They just don't get the job done. Now, I put them on the list because, we had Run DMC, and I feel like that was kind of like the first type of collab between shoes and artists. And so now, obviously, some of our most famous and sought after shoes are with artists, aka Travis Scott and things of that nature. You dig what I'm saying? So I got them on that list. However, I just don't think that they were that impactful because anybody that I've seen buy Superstars, they either stayed in that kind of like just same genre or they never really expanded out to any other shoes, let alone any Adidas product. So I don't think that they had that much impact, but I will put them on the list just because of the whole Run DMC thing. And now it's just a normal thing to do to have a collab with sneakers and artists. So shout out to the Superstars. Now, number 9, we got the Tims. And I wanted to put this higher. I really did because look, I'm from Chicago. So Tims in my, Illinois is a staple. You kind of, our 3 main rotations was Tims, Forces, and like some Jordan 10s, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That was like the main rotation in the shot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, the reason why I have it so low is because I feel like the Tims is so, it depends on your location. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause now I live in Texas. I don't think I've seen more than, hey, outside of the folks that, that hood never really escaped them. They still got that hood in them. Outside of them, bro, I don't really just see Tims, day to day. So I feel like it never had that range to where it could break the barrier of just, staying in one location. Not one location, but, colder locations. Because obviously we got Chicago, we got New York, and whatever other cities or states that rock Tims on a day-to-day basis and make it a fashion statement. Like I said, and they've also resurfaced now. A lot of people are wearing Tims, but I think it's kind of just forced. Honestly, and I don't think it's had that much impact. Like, if you're not in a cold area, there's no real reason to kind of have Tims. Now, you might be thinking, bro, that's not fair. There's a lot of other shoes, bro, that people wear, even outfits, for example, bro. How many times have you seen a girl butt naked outside and it's 50 degrees? You gonna wear it. Hey, if you want to wear what you want, you gonna wear it. Same thing with Tims, bro. We make exceptions for the things we want. We just didn't make the exceptions for Tims. You know what I mean? And look, I'll even admit it. Back in the day, the go-to fit was a denim jean jacket. But I live in Texas, bro. It's 90 degrees every day. So I look goofy wearing a jean jacket, but this is my best fit. I had to make it work. I had to suffer through the heat. I had to bring extra roll of deodorant, bro. I had to go to the bathroom and get a roll of paper towel, put some water and soap on it, scrub a little bit, and go back out. You make exceptions for the things you want, bro. And I feel like we just didn't do that for Tims, bro. They never broke out of that barrier of just certain locations, and now they're trying to resurface. But again, I think it's just kind of forced, and we're just seeing what we see on TikTok. We see Lil Yachty rocking out the Tims. We see all these major influencers starting to wear like these bigger boots, but I think it's just boots in general that are kind of catching, the bandwagon right now. But Tims, they're the GOAT though. They're the GOAT, so they definitely deserve some time on this list. Number 8. Ooh, and I'm mad that I even put this above Tims. But number 8, bro, we got Vans. Look, and I'm not a fan of Vans at all. I'll even tell you a story. I got a pair of Van boots, but those don't count. I'm talking about just like the normal, black and white, old school Vans, Johns. And we can go into like the little variations too. Any of the little old school Vans I'm putting because I feel like that gave a whole category, like a whole identity to a certain group of people that didn't really have, a shoe to their own. And I'm talking about, skaters, nerds, even the weirdos, bro. They was just rocking like unknown shoes. Like I don't even think they had a brand. You might as well just put a question mark on it. Like it's either that or some like DC shoes, bro. But then you give them some Vans. And I feel like, you can't really make fun of them no more. They got Vans on because it's like everybody kind of rocks Vans, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like nobody really has anything against Vans. So it's like once they got some Vans, I think that gave them, you know, the inspiration. And then there's so many, you know, we even got the Revenge, the Ian Connors. And then I feel like it just kind of was a little gateway for that group of people to kind of just, you know, if they really like shoes or started to like sneakers, they could go in that lane. And again, Vans is also for skateboarding too, so that transferred them over to Nike SB Dunks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a good transition shoe, but it's a staple though that everybody could wear. Like I said, skaters, they're wearing it. The nerds, they're wearing it. It's like, cause look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Selling shoes and just being into shoes and, you know, putting a lot of money into shoes, I really realized there's a big majority of people that don't care about shoes whatsoever. And one of the main shoes that I always see like this group of people wear, and it's no shame to them. Everybody has their vice, and I really learned that some people just don't care about shoes and they just don't want to pay for it. But a lot of shoes that I see on these people's feet that have that mindset is Vans. It's a cheap shoe, and I don't know why. Like, it's uncomfortable. It's super uncomfortable, bro. It feels like you're walking barefoot, but everybody wants them. Everybody likes them. And that's how I ended up buying my first pair of Vans, bro. I was dating a girl freshman year of high school, and she said she loves a guy in Vans. And that was when I got into my sneakerhead stuff, and I just said, I can't do it, bro. I just don't like them. I found me an all red pair, John, and it went with everything, bro. It was like casual, bro. And it was like you could wear it, not match, but they're Vans, so it's like nobody complains if you match or not with your Vans. And we also had, let's not forget, Damn Daniel. So that sparked a whole nother surge, bro. I feel like Vans deserve to be this high on the list, bro. Vans, I don't like them, but I can respect anybody that's wearing Vans, and I will never really hate on anybody that wears Vans. Like I said, I feel like it gave a home to a lot of people who was just wearing some unknown shoes, bro. Next on the list at number 7, we got Converse. Bro. Converse, I really like Converse. Me personally, I never got in. Well, I wouldn't say that because actually, I got some fire Converse. But Converse as a whole, let's just start from the beginning. Folks was wearing Converse back when Wilt was dropping 100. You dig what I'm saying? So this went from a basketball shoe to just like the staple. And I forgot what years. I don't know if it was like the 60, 70, 80, whatever. But one of those decade eras, the Converse was popping. If you didn't have a pair of Converse, you know what I'm saying? And it gives off that little hippie vibe, bro. And then they make so many alternative like Converse, bro. And I think this one just had a lot of people in a chokehold. And the thing about Converse, I feel like every just like era that we're in, I feel like Converse always finds a spot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was wearing the high wide top Converse. And it was never an issue, bro. And then now it's crazy because all the Converse, people have kind of transitioned to like the Rick Owens and stuff. But if you really look at the Ricks, they not too different from the Converse. And now Converse is really in their bag because they're like, hold on, we see you stealing our swag, so let's just go ahead and steal our swag back. So Converse got their own Rick Owens, bro. I think Converse really deserve to be high on this list. I feel like they're super versatile as well, and I think they get a lot of people kind of into that fashion game. And let's not forget, CDG, the CDG Converse. Oh my God, I'll never forget, bro. I'll never forget. I swear to God. I think I was a sophomore in high school, and I went to a school where the athletes were just like on a higher pedestal as everybody else, and so I had to. I got picked up by the bus to get dropped off at the school. And if you got dropped off by the bus, you have to come in the back area of the cafeteria. And so you're coming from the back, and then you'll see like the main area. So if someone's like either in in football or any athletics or tutoring, they have to come from the front of the cafeteria. So I'm coming in from the back there, and then I see this football player, and he was one of like the star players. I seen him come in, and I seen him with a pair of Converse, but they had this like heart on it. And I asked my mans, I was like, yo, what are those, bro? I've never seen those before. Those are so hard. And the crazy thing is, bro, it's like he knew what they was, but he wasn't trying to put me on, bro. And so I ended up finding, I did my research, and I was like, CDG, bro. And this was like that 2016 era. So if you had any CDG, bro, you was him. You was him, bro. And I think that also kind of gave a lot of people the transition to get into sneakers as well, right? Because the CDGs made people buy regular Converse, and the people that was already wearing Converse, they went into CDG, and then the CDG people, they went into like more streetwear, things like that, because that was just what was popping, bro. So you see all these like fashion dudes bringing out the CDG in that 2016 time frame, and it's like, okay, you seen they fits, you seen all these popular stuff, and then you really do your research, and you're like, yo, I need to get what they get. I feel like Converse, they did a really good job, and they stick around every era. I feel like Converse is always popular, and they always have, so just some innovative, like I said, there's so many alternative Converse, so they always coming up with innovative ideas. So I'll give them Converse, and I feel like they deserve to be very high on this list. Now at number 6, bro, we got the Jordan 11s. We got the Jordan 11s, and this one is one of my favorites, bro, because before I even knew like the impact of Jordan 11s, just going to school, all I'm gonna say is, if you didn't come back from that Christmas break without the new pair of Jordan 11s, you was sad, you was hurt, you felt so, you felt envy, you felt jealousy, bro. You wanted to be that guy with a pair of Jordan 11s after the Christmas break. And the thing about the Jordan 11s too, right, is you know that there was going to be at least, depending on how big your school is, you knew that there was going to be at least 5 to 10 other people with the same exact Jordan 11s on. But it didn't matter. It was like, because usually with shoes, it's like you hate to have the same pair of shoes on as somebody else, because it's like, bro, there's so many pairs of shoes out in the world, so many different styles, and you chose to wear the same pair of shoes as me on the same day. That's crazy. But the Jordan 11s, bro, I promise you, it was an exception, bro. You don't like, you just had to dap them up, bro, because that's how impactful they were, bro. Jordan 11s was just like the staple and king. And this was before Jordan 1s got popular, like just went crazy. So Jordan 11s was just like the top tier Jordan, bro. And if you didn't have it, you was missing out. And the reason I got into Jordan 11s, bro, it was like, something took over me. It was my sister's old boyfriend, man. He wanted the Bread 11s, and he was talking about these things for months, bro. He said, I don't care. He was fiending for it, scratching and itching. He was like, bro, I gotta have the Jordan 11s. And this was back when I wasn't into sneakers. And I'm like, bro, like, they can't be that crazy. And he finally showed me what they look like, and I looked at them, and I was like, oh. And I was like, how do I get a pair? I need them. Like, it was the Bread 11s too. It was just a black and red Jordan 11, and I was just like, and mind you, I hated shoes. I hated, like, I thought I was one of those people where I hated spending money on sneakers. I just thought it was pointless. Like, I just need me some shoes on my feet to get me from point A to point B. And then I saw that man, shout out Michael. That man is literally the reason why I started getting into sneakers and reselling. Because I wanted those Jordan 11s so bad. And I seen, like, so after they came out, I seen, and what was crazy, right? My mom, we actually went to go pick up the Jordan 11s for him. And my mom, she literally told me, she said, hey, Josh, go into that Foot Locker and ask for the Bread 11s size 11. And I was like, okay. I went in there, and bro, I'm a little kid for sure, probably like 7 or 8. Actually, no, I was probably older than that. I don't know how old I was. I think I was 10. But still, small. going to Foot Locker, looking up to the Foot Locker employee. I'm like, hey, can I get the Jordan Bred 11s in a size 11? He was like, nah, they sold out, little homie. And you could just see like my facial expression just drop, like, what? Like, I was like, no. I was like, my mom told me that they're here. Like, you gotta have them. He was like, nah, man, we've been sold out. And I literally cried out of the store. And I went back to my mom. And I, to this day, I don't know why my mom didn't come with me, but she just owed me. She just owed me. So I went back to my mom. She could see the tears on my face. And I'm like, Mom, they didn't have them. They said they sold out. She was like, no. She said, go in there, say this name, and I promise you'll get them. And she just gave me, you know when your mom just give you a smile and you just know that everything gonna be all right? And I just felt it. I walked back in. I said, hey, I need the Jordan 11s first. And I said the name. And like, he's like, oh. He's like, oh, my fault, man, my fault. He's like, I'm gonna get them right now. Like, his whole demeanor just changed. I was like, yo, I said, and back then also, I didn't really understand like people holding shoes and stuff like that. So in my head as a kid, I'm thinking like, yo, I just used magic. I just thought I used magic to get these shoes, bro. Because I'm like, bro, you just said that they're sold out. And then later on, I grew up and realizing that these employees are grimy. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I got the shoes. And then like the week after, I was rolling with my sister's boyfriend. He has them on. And it was just like the amount of stares that we were getting, bro. The amount of people that were just coming up to us. It was literally aura, bro. And I'm like, bro, I need me a pair of Jordan 11s. And from that point on, I just went into a super deep dive of just Jordans. And I was like, no, I want the most fire Jordans ever, bro. So Jordan 11s deserve to be up here. And let's not to mention, you know what I'm saying, we got the Get Money boys. They literally had, bro, the Jordan 11 Concords that literally shaped the future of sneakers in general. The Jordan 11s and like, what was it, the Big Bang Foamposites, or no, not Big Bang, the Galaxy Foamposites. Those two shoes, bro, they had people literally throwing riots over them, bro. If that's not impactful, I don't know what is, bro. So shout out the Jordan 11s, bro. They come at a high 6, bro. Next, number 5 on the list. And y'all probably gonna hate me on this one.